mi gente, que lo que you already know, this is Punch Wrong Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, El Sazón, El Borracho, El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know the Smelly Salt podcast. Right back in it. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Fight week. Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Saul Alvarez. Saul Canelo Alvarez back in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the 4th Division World Champion, the super middleweight undisputed Canelo Alvarez, a.k.a. King Nelo, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. Payday, a.k.a. Get Them, okay, out of here, man, ladies and gentlemen, versus Triple G. Regarded one of the best middleweight champions of this era. 2 future Hall of Famers, 2 pound-for-pound quality talent. Back in the ring, the trilogy. A lot of people have been wanting to see this. A lot of uncertainties with the first fight and the second fight. But come this Saturday, September 17th, there might be closure. There might be closure, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, the undercard, we got one of the phenom of the sport of boxing, Bam Rodriguez, who we're going to be talking about right now. Bam Rodriguez, top 3 of the young, hungry lions that have taken the most risk in the sport of boxing. We're going to be talking about that just in a short while. Also, we got Ammo Williams, trained by one of the most prestige trainers in the sport of boxing, Kevin Cunningham. Hopefully we're gonna have him in the channel. We were supposed to have some surprise interviews this week. It's three special guests in this week. Coming up next week, I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Alonzo Flex. Alonzo, what's good, my brother? Good looking out. Joining and showing support to Punch Run Boxing. What's good, Alonzo? I appreciate you, my brother, becoming one of the members, baby. Let's go, man. That's the support that this channel needs, man. I appreciate it, my brother, man. God bless you and yours, man. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, my brother. He go #1 Teo fan. That's what I'm talking about. Brooklyn in the house. We're going to be talking about TEOFIMO Lopez as well as one of the top 3 young fighters that has taken the most risk up to date, ladies and gentlemen. And also SHAKUR Stevenson, Newark, New Jersey, going to be performing very, very soon. One of the top 3 young, hungry lion that's risking it more in the sport of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, HLD in the building. What's good, baby? What's good? Warico in the building. HLD, one of the members as well, man. What's good, my brother? Appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to HLD. Shout out to Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, the voice of the UK, London, bruv. What's good, bruv? What's good, man? A lot of good news coming out of London as well. A lot of good news. Yo, this 4th quarter is going to be lit, ladies and gentlemen. I thought that we're going to have one of the most anticipating fight, legendary names. I thought it was going to be over. I thought that Chris Eubanks Sr., one of the legends of the sport of boxing, was going to pull his son away from one of the most anticipating fights in the UK, up all of the UK and the sport of boxing. Conor Ben, son of the Dark Destroyer, Nigel Ben, a legendary fighter as well. And their sons are going to go at it October 8th out there in the UK, O2 Arena. Can't wait. I thought that Chris Eubanks Sr. was going to pull out his son because of the 157-pound catch weight, but they're warriors. They're professional. Chris Eubanks Jr. is 32 years old. I think he knows what's best for him at this point of his career. And I think he's a constant professional. He's also trained by a legendary fighter, Mr. Pound for Pound, Mr. 60-40. Ladies and gentlemen, arguably the best that ever done it, Roy Jones Jr. So I think they got a good corner that could advise him on if he really needs to take this fight. Is it smart to take this fight? And I think that, you know what I'm saying, the heart and the particular fortitude of Chris Eubanks Jr. is going to step inside the ring October 8th and give us a wonderful event. Conor Ben, shout out to Conor Ben, shout out to Chris Eubanks Jr., shout out to all the UK, shout out to Queen, the family of Queen Elizabeth. Again, my condolences go out to the Queen's family, friends, loved ones, everybody in England. Shout out to all my people in England and stuff like that, man. Also, in the 4th quarter, I know it's been postponed, but we also going to be having Clarissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall. You already know Clarissa Shields, the GOAT, regardless. Pound for pound, 1, 2, 3. You can flip it around from the females. Going to be fighting Savannah Marshall out there in the UK. Co-main event, Michaela Mayer versus Alicia. Baumgartner, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, your boy sweating because I just came from running a nice 3 miles, man. And you know when you're running miles, you just keep on sweating. You just don't stop. Let me get a little bit of water up. Woo! Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, man, God bless each and every one of y'all. Everybody go, hey, yo, go, and everybody go subscribe to 210 Boxing TV. Doing a wonderful job out there, man. One of the channels that I do like the hard work, man. So my brother, keep up the good work out there. San Antonio, Texas, one of my favorite places to eat. I got to go down there, man. I missed going out this year, man. I was supposed to be out there this summer. I got to make my way over there in San Antonio, out there with a river walk, man, and eat. One of the best foods in the country. Good looking out, my brother, man. Everybody subscribe to 210 Boxing TV. Y'all already know I really don't like to recommend a lot of channels and stuff like that, because sometimes you know how the YTBC is. They turn their backs on you and stuff like that. They forget that you give them props, and then they go and start talking. You know what I'm saying? But go subscribe to 210 Boxing TV. He in Vegas right now, and he's going to be having some great interviews as well. Great exclusive interviews. Hardworking guy, 210 Boxing TV. Subscribe. Having great interview. He had that great interview with Bam Rodriguez. Had a great interview with Earl the True Spitz. I think one of the best interviews of the year as well. So go check him out. Anali, what's good, Anali? What's good? All right, man. Again, of course, this is a great week in the sport of boxing. A good fourth quarter. Can you imagine this fourth quarter? Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua has accepted all the terms of Tyson Fury. We thought that Anthony Joshua was not going to pull the bluff of Tyson Fury. And guess what? Anthony Joshua is mentally strong. Anthony Joshua stay prepared. Anthony Joshua is going to stay in the gym and prepare to get this Tyson Fury fight. And he has the opportunity to rise back as being the top dog. And not only in the heavyweight division, but the cash cow of the sport of boxing. Anthony Joshua has the opportunity to turn things back around within months. Anthony Joshua, bruv. This fight is going to be massive. December 3rd. If it happens, I hope Tyson Fury was not bluffing. I remember when we thought that we was going to have this fight before Anthony Joshua fought Alexander Usyk, before Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, the trilogy. We was this close to be having the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world out there in the UK, London, bruv. Please do not bluff Tyson Fury. Please don't use this as a political stunt for your new book. Please don't do it to us. Please don't do it for your legacy. Please don't do this for the UK people. You can't lie. Queen Elizabeth, you know what I'm saying, passed away. So a lot of people in England is feeling sad. It's feeling vulnerable. But you could bring the spirit of the UK people back to the top and thank King Charles. Can you remember King Charles? Can you imagine King Charles says, Tyson Fury, bro, one of the presents you could give the country of the UK, that you could give something to the United Kingdom to build the spirit up after my mom, bruv, passed away. You and Anthony Joshua could lift the spirit of the UK people. You could lift the spirit of all the world. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be the most lucrative bout since Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr., bruv. This is important not only for the UK, but the spirit and the status of boxing, ladies and gentlemen. They say that boxing is dying. No. If we have Anthony Joshua, the Black Terminator versus Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, regarded as the best heavyweight champion of this era, go at it in front of 100,000 people in a stadium, bruv. It's massive, bruv, fam. Come on, fam. Give it to us, fam. Let's go. MFB in the building. MFB, everybody shout out MFB. What's good, MFB? My brother, one of the members of Punch Drunk Boxing. Let's go, man. If you want to become a member, y'all already know where to go, man. Smash the link. Become a member. Let's go, baby. And also subscribe to the channel. You could get the Smelling Salt podcast. The Smelling Salt podcast is the same. It's Punch Drunk Boxing, but it's separate. It's not the same content. It's not the same live show. Sometimes I'll put the live show on the podcast, but it's new content. New content. We go in depth more. It's more conservative. You know what I'm saying? If you subscribe to the Smelling Salt podcast, You could get on Spotify. You could get it on iTunes, Apple, Google Play. Go listen up right now. Whoa, Lord, I'm still sweating, man. I just ran, did some sprints, did 3 miles, did some defensive drills. I'm gonna put it up on my Instagram. If you want to subscribe me on Instagram, I'm gonna be putting a lot of you know what I'm saying, some inspirational motivation, man. I feel so motivated right now, y'all. I feel so motivated right now, man, with health. I'm very determined. And also I've slowed down a lot on the drink on the moonshine. I don't remember the last time I took a little zippity zip. Probably the time I think Teofimo Lopez won the fight. That's the last time I took a little zippity zip, but that was just a little zippity zip before you know what I'm saying? We got to watch our health, man. We got to watch our health. Fathers got to be out there, man, for your children. Got to be there for your significant others. It's time to build the alpha male. It's time that alpha male rule again. And you already know that boxing translates to life itself. Fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing, so we're going to be preaching this to the wheels fall off. Father, shout out to all the fathers out there doing their thing, taking care of yours, taking care of the others. You know what I'm saying? There's fathers, there's good men out there that take care of kids that is not even theirs, but you know what I'm saying? You're doing a good service to those youngins. So again, man, also the best investment you can make in your life is have God in your heart. That's the best investment you can have in your life. You know what I'm saying? Give God the glory. Give thanks even on the good days, bad days, you know what I'm saying? You know, regular repetition days. Give God the glory. Make yourself accountable to build that relationship with God. He's there. He's waiting for you. He's not too far. He's in your heart. You just got to, you know, tap into that relationship. God is good. God is the glory. God is everything. God first, everything second. Fight plus survive equals true champions. Y'all already know, man. So again, my prediction to Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G is that Canelo Alvarez is going to whoop Triple G's behind. Canelo Alvarez is going to give him his pension plan. Canelo Alvarez is going to give him his 401k. Canelo Alvarez is going to retire Triple G. Triple G, the guy that been flying under the radar. Triple G, the guy has gotten the pass in the sport of boxing. Triple G, that guy that has a big ego, that really doesn't respect journalist work, that likes to speak his own language when you're speaking to him in English, and he knows English, but he don't want to. It's something I'm gonna tell you like this. I respect a lot of fighters in the sport of boxing. I believe they monitor the awards, monitor the gladiators. They put their life on the line for pure entertainment. I'm gonna keep on saying till the wheels fall off. But it's something about Triple G. Out of everybody that I've been around, everybody that I've covered, media credentials, I feel like he is an a-hole, in my opinion. If there's anybody in the boxing world that I believe is an a-hole, it's Triple G. I saw it in person. He's very, very, very dismissive. I feel like it's disrespectful when you know a language and you try to answer somebody in your own language because you really don't want to. I just don't. I'll be honest. I don't. That's one of the fighters I just really don't. I gotta be honest. I know we break things down unbiologically and objectively, but it's just one of the guys that I look at him. He got his nose up. He think he's everybody in the bottom of him. Anyway, now, bruv. Also, who's gonna be performing? Shout out to Gabe Rosado. Shout out Boricua. Still going strong. And I want to take up to my time to commend the career of Gabe Rosado, because a lot of people feel like when you lose one time, that's it, you're written off. A lot of people feel like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people hang on to their O's. A lot of people feel like when you lose a couple of times, that's it, your career is over and that's it. They push it to a side. But I admire the resilience of Gabe Rosado and his career and the way that he approached his career. Willing to fight anybody, anytime, any day. If he needs to fight one of the young fighters, if he needs to fight a prime fighter, if he needs to find somebody that think that he's a tune-up, he's going to be a headliner, he's going to be the co-main event, he's willing to fight on the prelims. Gabe Rosado is what you call a professional boxer. Either he a gatekeeper, whatever y'all want to call him. At the end of the day, I respect and admire the career of Gabe Rosado, because not everybody's going to be Floyd. Not everybody going to be Oscar de la Hoya. Not everybody going to be the 8th Division World Champion, the 5 Linear, the 12-time World Champion, the Ambassador, the Son of the Humanitarian, the greatest karaoke singer of them all, Manny Pacquiao. Nobody's going to, not everybody going to be Manny Pacquiao. Not everybody going to be the baddest man of the planet. Not everybody going to be the Hulk. Not everybody going to be Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson. Not everybody going to be Hagler Hearns. Ain't nobody going to be Roberto Duran. Ain't nobody going to be Sally Sadler, Willie Pep. Ain't nobody going to be Archie Moore and Joe Louis. Ain't nobody gonna be Jack Johnson. Ain't nobody gonna be Tyson Fury. Ain't nobody gonna be Lomachenko. Ain't nobody gonna be Teo. Ain't nobody gonna be a lot of these fighters. Ain't nobody gonna be Zab Judah. Ain't nobody gonna be Nigel Benn, Chris Eubank Jr. Not everybody going to be that. But those fighters had to beat the likes of the Gabe Rosados of the world. The heavyweight champions have to get through. Think about this. Alexander Usyk had to get through with a Derek Chisora who's going to give it his all. Derek Chisora is probably one of the hardest tests of the heavyweight division. Derek Chisora is the guy that lets you know if you could be elite. And Alexander Usyk versus Derek Chisora wasn't an easy fight. It was not an easy fight. But he got through that test. So you got to commend the career of Gabe Rosado. Shout out Puerto Rico. Boricua's in the building. Derek Chisora, shout out to the UK. Always willing to fight anybody and everybody. Now, I love this era. I love this era of young, hungry lions. And this era is kind of different. This era, you really have to prove yourself to be great. The good thing about this era, there is nobody for you to piggyback. There is no legendary fighter that you could piggyback. There is no shortcuts in this era. And what I mean about shortcuts, I mean about there's no shortcut for you to becoming a cash cow. Now, let me give you an example. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather. Shout out to Oscar de la Hoya. Shout out to Manny Pacquiao. I was talking about this in Rap Star Boxing Knowledge yesterday. Go subscribe to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge. And you know what I'm saying? Of course, I couldn't finish everything I really wanted to say, but it's an interesting conversation. I was talking about opportunities. There's a lot of good fighters out there. And there's a lot of potential great fighters out there. There's a lot of potential Hall of Fame fighters out there with great skills. They got a potential to exceed the expectations that their skills entails. But not everybody gets the opportunity. And I don't think that a lot of people in boxing understand how important is an opportunity. And this is why when we was talking about Canelo Alvarez and his comment towards that he doesn't want to fight Mexican fighters, and I understood Canelo Alvarez. I understand Canelo Alvarez. I understand that he do not want to be the guy that, you know what I'm saying, shorten a career, shorten the possibility of this person becoming from good to great. He don't want to be the guy that gets in the way of that. Canelo Alvarez don't want to be a hurdle. I understand that. But you got to understand the potential opponent that they need that opportunity. And Canelo Alvarez, in my opinion, should understand that the opportunity to fight him is life-changing. If they're in position, if they earn the shot, I believe that Canelo Alvarez should give him that shot. But that's just my opinion. I understand Canelo Alvarez, but I disagree with Canelo Alvarez. But I understand Canelo Alvarez, where he's coming from. But I understand the guy like Sudo Ramirez and other Mexican fighters that will like a shot and an opportunity to fight Canelo Alvarez. But like several years ago or decades ago, can you imagine Oscar de la Hoya if he never get a crack at Julio Cesar Chavez? I think he would have a good career anyway, an epic career anyway. He already beat Hector Camacho. He beat Pernell Whitaker. But do you understand that Oscar de la Hoya had the opportunity to face stamped Hall of Famers, already walking Hall of Famers like Hector Camacho, like Pernell Whitaker, and like the greatest, arguably the greatest Mexican fighter ever, and arguably top 10 all time. Yes, Oscar de la Hoya put himself in position and earned the right to fight these fighters, but he was given the opportunity. And when you beat those type of legends, you become a legend. Think about it. They say to be the man, you gotta beat the man. Sometimes to be a legend, you gotta do some legendary stuff. and Oscar de la Hoya beat legendary fighters. Thus, Oscar de la Hoya, the Golden Boy, the 6th Division World Champion, the pride of East LA, the gold medalist of America, did legendary things and became a legendary fighter because he's got a legendary opportunity. Forward to Floyd, pretty boy Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, his biggest purse before fighting the cash cow Oscar de la Hoya, made $8 million. Rich, but not wealthy. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, George Cambosa made $10 million to fight Devin Haney. Oscar de la Hoya, in all reality, yes, it's a good fight with Floyd Mayweather, but really, he didn't have to give him that opportunity. 2 different weight classes. Oscar de la Hoya didn't have to give the opportunity to Floyd Mayweather. But when he gave the opportunity and Floyd Mayweather did what he had to do to get a position for Oscar de la Hoya fight, he capitalized and beat a stamped Hall of Famer, a stamped legendary fighter. And guess what happened? The birth of Floyd Money Mayweather. When he took care of the cash cow of the sport of boxing, Floyd Mayweather became just that. Great opportunity, legendary opportunity, legendary-ish. You become a legend. Especially if you got some work before fighting that legend, you become a legend. You become the cash cow. And now you went from $8 million purse to an 8-figure fighter. Now you the man. There's this guy, Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao got a great opportunity to fight Oscar de la Hoya. Still was a cash cow. Given the opportunity, became a lucrative, rich from wealthy type of fighter. Great opportunity for Manny Pacquiao to fight the lights. Guess what? Remember, Manny Pacquiao was a substitute. Was a short notice fighter. When he fought, who was it? Morales or Barrea? Got in the best opportunity. And Manny Pacquiao capitalized. And the star of Manny Pacquiao arrived. The birth of Manny Pacquiao. He got to be legendary fighters to be you gotta be the man, you got to beat the man. If you beat a legendary fighter, 9 out of 10 times you become a legendary figure. See, today, they don't got this opportunity. Today, you got to create your own lane. Jamel Charlo, who is an undisputed, don't have a Tito Trinidad to fight. He don't have a Oscar de la Hoya to fight. He don't have a Winky Wright to fight. He don't have a Fernando Vargas to fight. He has to create his own lane, and he did. But these young fighters, TEOFIMO Lopez, don't have a Manny Pacquiao to fight. Don't have a Roberto Duran to fight. So if he beats him, he becomes a legendary fighter. Shakur Stevenson can't fight the Roberto Duran. He can't fight the pretty boy Floyd at 130. He has to create his legacy. He has to create his legendary status. Bam Rodriguez don't have one of those legendary fights. He still haven't fought Chocolatito, but he has a chance. He still have not fought Estrada, but he has a chance. Inoue's best fight, best win, memorable win. When we thinking about El Monstro, the monster, the pound for pound, 1, 2, 3, you can flip it around. The biggest win is versus a legendary fighter, a future Hall of Famer, a Filipino, the Filipino Flash, Nonito Donati. But if you take Nonito Donati from Naoya Inoue, you're still trying to figure out, okay, he's a 3rd division world champion, but who he really be? Damn, who he really be? These young fighters don't have the legendary fighters or the legendary opportunity to show them their greatness. This is why we knew that Manny Pacquiao was great, and this is why we knew that Oscar de la Hoya was great when he took over, when he beat the legendary fighter. We understood why these guys was great. It's going back to the 80s where these guys has to fight each other so they could come and it's like a flower. We didn't know how good Roberto Duran is. We knew how good Sugar Ray Leonard is, but we don't know. We didn't know about Hearn. We didn't know about Hagler. They had to fight each other. And right now, we're in that situation right now where these guys have to fight each other. It has to be a smoke. And who is going to come out the smoke? Even Earl Spence and Bud Crawford. They don't have, look, Bud Crawford didn't get the chance to fight Manny Pacquiao in his prime or close to his prime. I know that it wasn't going to be his prime, but he didn't get that chance. Earl Spence ain't get that chance. So Bud Crawford and Earl Spence need each other so they could see who's the best in that. They got to create their own lane. They don't got a Floyd Mayweather. Earl Spence was just a sparring partner. They don't have the Floyd Mayweather. And this is why this is the difference between then and now. And if this is my time, I got to give respect to these young hungry lions. This is our era today. And they don't have it easy. There is no shortcuts. They have to build their legacy. They can't piggyback off nobody. Canelo Alvarez had the luxury. And why is Canelo Alvarez a pound for pound? Even when he lost a split decision versus Floyd Mayweather, he had a great opportunity. Canelo Alvarez had a great opportunity to face a legendary fighter like Miguel Cotto, a stamped Hall of Famer, a stamped legendary fighter. He also had the opportunity to fight Shane Mosley. That is the propel. That is the spotlight of Canelo Alvarez and his resume. If Canelo Alvarez didn't have the opportunity to face these legendary fighters, we don't know necessarily if he is a legendary fighter. But he took care of legendary fighters at a young age. You got to put these dudes in a retirement home. And his biggest win versus Triple G, of course, the prime. So that build for Canelo Alvarez. But let's not forget that he had the opportunity to fight legendary fighters. And he could piggyback off that. He could piggyback off that. These young fighters can't. And this is why I feel that it's hard for people to understand how good these young fighters really are. How good is Teo? He fought Lomachenko, and Lomachenko was regarded pound for pound, 1, 2, 3. You can flip it around. The best technicians in the world, world renowned, and that's why it was his biggest win. And he took his biggest risk at his 15th fight. Back-to-back champions, Richard Comey, knocked him out in the second round in Madison Square Garden. Back-to-back, Lomachenko, when ESPN, Bob Arum himself, a prestige promoter over 50 years, Bob Arum, a.k.a. Bobby Yarim, a.k.a. Dinosaur, a.k.a. Jurassic Park, a.k.a. he got like 10 more years to live because he's smoking that good ish that's giving him longevity. Bob Arum said, I don't want to get this fight. Andre Ward said, nah, he should wait 2 or 3 more fights. Timothy Bradley said to Teofimo Lopez Sr., that your son is not ready. He told Teo, Timothy Bradley told Teo that your father, if you fight Lomachenko, he told Teo that your father is going to get you killed. Those are the words Timothy Bradley told Teofimo Lopez. That when Teofimo Lopez was about to fight Lomachenko, was desired to fight Lomachenko after the Nakatani fight, he said, you are not ready for Lomachenko, and your father is doing a disservice, paraphrasing. And he says, your father is going to get you killed if you fight Lomachenko. What did Teofimo Lopez did? Shakur Stevenson, after getting booed because he had a boring performance, even though that it was a beautiful performance technically wise, but it wasn't entertaining. And then Shakur Stevenson apologized to his fans, went to Instagram and apologized to his fans. And he promised to the sport of boxing that he would never perform like that again. Yeah, he got a vacant title before at 126 pounds. But of course, a lot of people don't respect the vacant title. So then here comes fighting the Marine, Jamel Herring. And was he spectacular that night? Beautiful performance, displayed what a lot of people felt that he didn't have or didn't possess or been waiting for. Let that adult strength come to play. And sure it did. Jamel Herring stopped the Marine. Shout out to Jamel Herring for his services and fighting for liberty and freedom. Thank you, Jamel Herring. But Shakur Stevenson was soldier. He was a soldier. And he beat Jamel Herring and stopped Jamel Herring out there in Atlanta, Georgia. He went back to fight Oscar Valdez, who took care of the boogeyman, Miguel Burchell. And once again, displayed his power when people were trying to say that maybe he doesn't have a power. And he's blossoming, and Shakur Stevenson has arrived. And Shakur Stevenson, arguably the best IQ in the sport of boxing, not only of the young fighter, but probably got the best IQ of all of boxing. I cannot see or imagine anybody outthinking. Now, I'm not going to say he can't be beat, but I don't think nobody can outthink Shakur Stevenson. HLD says, smash the like button like Taze. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, HLD, my brother. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. The one and only Sports Teofimo Lopez, the second best current Latino fighter today behind Canelo Alvarez. What's good, my brother? What's good? What's good? What's good? Also, so you got Shakur Stevenson, you got Teofimo Lopez, and you got Bam Rodriguez. Bam Rodriguez, another young, hungry lion making noise, fighting fights that people was like, wait. Are you ready for Cuadras? Are you ready for Cuadras that beat Riverside? Riverside who beat Estrada and Chocolatito? Chocolatito that was regarded pound for pound, number one. Wait, Bam, are you ready for this, my friend? You're too young, 21 years old, 22. No, are you ready, my friend? No, wait, take his time. No, Bam Rodriguez, Jesse Bam Rodriguez said, no, dámelo de ese tipo. Cualquiera yo le rompo la cabeza, dímelo. ¿Quién es? Robesai. Hey, you, Estrada, who won it right here? Let me get that fight, Robert. Let me get that fight. I know what's in me. I'm from Texas. I got Texas blood. We different down here. Let's go. Who wants that work? Bam Rodriguez. Beat Cuadras. Who next? Riverside. Okay, Estrada, you don't want Riverside right now because you want the trilogy. I'll take it, yo. Your fellow Mexican is going to take this work for you. Don't worry. You handle your business with Chocolatito. And I got Riverside. And what happened? He stopped Riverside. He made a statement, one of the biggest statements of this year. And that's what you need to do in the sport of boxing. That's how you get your respect. When you match your expectations, when you meet your expectations, when you exceed your expectations, and when you make a statement to tell the world, it gotta take a real mother effing warrior to sustain these type of punches. Could you take it? Riverside, you couldn't take it. Bam Rodriguez, he ain't walking around. His career ain't walking around on eggshells. Teofimo Lopez, his career ain't walking around on eggshells. Shakur Stevenson, his career ain't walking around on eggshells. But can you say the same to your favorite fighter? Can you say the same about Gervonta Tank Davis? Can you say the same about Ryan Garcia? Can you say the same about Devin Haney? Can you say the same about Virgil Ortiz? Can you say the same about Boots Ennis? Can you say the same about Keyshawn Davis? Can you say the same about Kid Olsen? Can you say the same about these young hungry lions? Let me know who is the youngest top three that is not having their careers walking on eggshells. Oops, holding on to an O. Hey, Teofimo Lopez, fuck that O. Bam Rodriguez, F that O. Hey, who's next? Who's Shakur Stevenson? F that O. Put me in. I don't need 15, 17, 20 fights of people that can't do nothing for me. I don't need the tomato cans, the thing that y'all call it. I don't need bums. I don't need Uber drivers. I don't need bus drivers. I don't need pen handlers. Give me the work. I want Riverside now. Give me the work. I want Loma Chico now. Give me the work. I want Oscar Valdez now. Give me the work. Don't compare nobody yet to these young fighters that their careers is not walking on eggshells and they still don't got 20 fights. I love Brandon Lee. But Brandon Lee's first 17 fights don't even got a winning record. They ain't stacking these shit up. Sorry. Excuse my language. God, I told you I was going to be better with my language. James Kelly from Patterson, Jersey. Everybody from Jersey, tri-state area. Your boy from Jersey, Shakur Stevenson, James Kelly's gonna be back in the ring. He's in Newark. Hey, James Kelly, are we going to Newark? Are we going to Shakur Stevenson fight? Let's go, James Kelly. Let's go. Let's go, James Kelly. Let's speed up. Let's go to Shakur Stevenson fight, my brother. What's good? Shout out to James Kelly. Good looking now. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. God bless you and your family. Hey, and shout out to the wife, man. We need another. We need a tune. We want to hear her sing. We want to see the vocals. We want to hear the vocals again like we once did. Hey, yo, Thursday, happy hour Thursday. You gotta show up to the panel, James Kelly. Shout out to the wifey. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope your kids are doing good. I know they was going to college and stuff like that. Hope they all good. Fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. Let's go. Let's go. Smash the lack. Brian Guzman in the building. Brian Guzman in the building with the members. If you want to be a member of Punch Drunk Boxing, you already know where to go. What they saying? That SHAKUR, that Earl the True Spence at Book Crawford is November 19th. Members, if you're a member to Drunk Nation, can you tell the world when you got that information? Is that new information? Hey, yo, check out the shirt. Y'all don't know what I know. But it's all right. They don't know what we know. Our members, Drunk Nation, they don't know what we know. People be like, yo, why you got the show time? They don't know who I know. They don't know what we know. But it's okay. You gonna be, hey, if you're not joining the membership and you're not the Drunk Nation to get the exclusive info, you might not. Okay, all right. Just let you know you're gonna be a little late. You're gonna be a little late. Rider of the storm. What's good, brother? How's the fam? How the fam? A month. Tell them HOD. A month ago. Tell them. Oh, and I got some TEOFIMO Lopez information as well, man. I'm gonna put it after the live, man. We're gonna get these exclusives. Oh, so okay. Now there's gonna be people that's gonna debate. They're gonna debate and want to have a dialogue. What about why you don't have Devin Haney there? Why don't you have Devin Haney there? He's undisputed lightweight champion of the world. I'm not taking nothing away from Devin Haney. He's undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Ain't no dispute on that. But what I said is who's taking the most risks. I said who's taking the most risks. And what I know on the timeline is when TEOFIMO Lopez and Lomachenko was going to be open to fight or open for negotiations. When they had the belt, when TEOFIMO Lopez had the belt, Devin Haney didn't go to the meeting. Devin Haney didn't want to take that risk to go to that meeting June 14th, June 15th. And then when he lost the belt, then they ran to Top Rank. Sorry. I just know information that just tells me that you ain't trying to take that risk before. You remember when they say, yo, do you know the meeting? He was like, what meeting you talking about? Yeah, there was a meeting June 14th, June 15th. There was a meeting out there. I knew everything about it. Bill knows about it. Top Rank representative know about it. I know about it. David McWaters know about it. And Bob Arum and the representative of Bob Arum know about it. And they didn't want to go to the meeting. So it told me a lot. When George Kambosos won, everybody was saying they won George Kambosos. Everybody was saying, but when TEOFIMO Lopez had the motherfucking belt, ain't nobody was jumping for it. Leonard Ellerbe ain't won Gervonta Tank Davis to jump for it. Floyd Mayweather said that Gervonta Tank Davis need one more fight to fight TEOFIMO Lopez. Let's not forget that. So I don't want to hear about, Devin Haney is undisputed, but he didn't want to take that risk. And then when he got into TEOFIMO Lopez's face, he said, I got more followers than you and I got more money than you. There is no way that Devin Haney would let TEOFIMO Lopez get that $10 million. Let's not forget who was laughing in this community when they were talking about $10 million. But guess what? You okay with George Kambosos getting $10 million, but you was not okay. TEOFIMO Lopez was a laughing stock when y'all heard about $10 million. So I know, I know what I know. I know what I know. Maybe y'all don't know what y'all know. I know a lot of shit behind the scenes. So I know who took risks. I know who wanted the risk. And when the WBC Mauricio Sulaiman said to the Haney's face, he said, TEOFIMO Lopez has been asking for you all the time. Let me give you another insight right here. Bob Arum wanted. I'm gonna apologize first to the members because this is information that I usually give to the members, right? But let me give you this. Bob Arum was ready to talk to Mayweather Promotions for a Teofimo Lopez versus Gervonta Tank Davis in March if he beats um George Kambosos. The team, Teofimo Lopez and his team, wanted, if they had the opportunity, they say they want Devin Haney. David McWaters, Teofimo Lopez manager, wanted Devin Haney. Bob Arum was like, man, he's funny business. Funny business at that time, because Bob Arum was still mad that they wasted his time at his age. What's good, YouTube? What's good, brother? What's good? Shout out to YouTube. He said, Cap, you all talk. Hey, yo, Bam. When y'all say Cap, just put your money where your mouth is, bro. That's all it is, man. Put your house up, put your car up, put anything, put your woman up, put everything up, bro. Why nobody wants to, when people just like to say Cap, just put everything what you want. Do you want to have a lien? Do you want to put something on escrow right now to sue you the bullshitter? Do you want to? Are you prepared for that? Don't play with me, man. Don't play with me. That's why I call myself one of the most dangerous motherfucker in boxing. Not even boxing people. Boxing, if any boxing, this is what I'm going to do now for nowadays. Any boxing personnel even call me a liar of the information I know, I'm suing your ass. I'm letting you know right now. I don't lie on nobody. I don't lie on nobody, bro. I don't lie on nobody. It's my reputation. It's my reputation. High, low, D-Melo. What's good, brother? What's good? Appreciate you, my brother. I don't lie on nobody, bro. I ain't a low life like that. That's why I show my face. I ain't no avatar. I go everywhere. Because think about it. If I put the information out there, I'm going to end up like, what's that blogger? Was that blogger woman that got sued? Was it by Cardi B? I don't want to get sued. So when I mention names, I ain't lying on nobody. Bill Haney, representative and attorneys, put it this way, DHP representative had a meeting with Bob Arum June 14th or June 15th, and they didn't show up. Those are the facts. Those are just the facts. And if anybody they lying, come sue me. And if you call me a liar, I'm gonna sue your ass. Yeah. I'm just saying. I ain't lying to y'all. No reason for me to lie to y'all. So that's when I knew. Nah, they don't really want Teofimo Lopez. They really don't want Teofimo Lopez. So, and that's why later on around October, look how many months. I knew this in June. In October, that's when everything came out about the meeting. And then Teofimo Lopez was saying, why you ain't show up to the meeting? And then Bill Haney was like, well, we here right now. Let's do it in the zone. Y'all forgot about that? Let's do it in the zone. So with Teofimo Lopez, it's not, you got to come to the zone. I make more money than you. I got more followers than you. But when it comes to George Kambosos, you ran all the way to ESPN. But when Teofimo Lopez had the strap, y'all wasn't willing to even sit down to fight, to go to Top Rank. What was the information? They're going to lowball us, and they're going to treat black fighters. They're going to treat my son like they treat black fighters, like Floyd Mayweather and Terrence Bud Crawford. Yo, Punch, don't you see what's going on with Terrence Bud Crawford and Bob Arum? They don't know how to treat black fighters. Come on. Anybody want to call me a liar? I'll sue your ass. Come on, man. That's why they didn't go. That was the excuse. But when it came to George Kambosos, everybody wanted George Kambosos. So this is not about who has the most accomplishment. My question is, who is the top 3 that have taken the most risks? Who is the top 3 that's taken the most risks? Bam Rodriguez, Cuadra, and Rumbasai at the age of 22. Teofimo Lopez, 4 straight top 10 lightweights. and 2 champion back-to-back. Shakur Stevenson, back-to-back hearing, and Oscar Valdez that beat Miguel Berchelt, knocked out Miguel Berchelt. That's taking the most risk right there. And all of them have less than 20 fights. Why you got, everybody know this. Gracias, High-Low. Gracias, High-Low, my friend. De lo mío, de lo mío, de lo mío. High-Low said, if it's moonshine, it gotta be great, better than Frosted Flakes. De lo mío, de lo mío. Boxing Combat Films. What's good, brother? He said, you have so much hatred in your mind. Don't talk feelings, bro. You just mad. Bam, bam. You just mad because I know facts. You mad because I know facts. You mad because I know facts. Don't be mad. You should appreciate that I know facts, and you should appreciate that I'm telling you the facts. Huh? That's what it is. Appreciate this channel, this little ass channel that worked its way up from zero subscribers. That when I used to go live, there was 0 people for half an hour, and maybe 1 person will show up. And I was rocking with 3 people for an hour or 2 hours, just talking to myself. And I build this channel off truth. I build this channel off facts. I build this channel of hard work. I build this channel of grind. I built this channel of respect. And this is why world champions, when y'all hate on Punch Run Boxing, but the world champions be like, hey, yo, Punch. Yo, you fair. Yo. Come on, bro. This channel, Keyshawn Davis, was right here. Ain't nobody was paying attention to Keyshawn Davis. Huh? I brought you Keyshawn Davis. Ain't nobody was talking about Boots Ennis. I have Boots Ennis out here. I'm the one that said that Boots Ennis is the second coming of Floyd Jones Jr. Ain't nobody was talking about Boots Ennis. Now everybody jumping the train. Who had the interviews with Boots Ennis? Who showed him love? Who showed Brandon Lee love? Who showed Teo love? Go back to my archives. My first media credential was Devin Haney versus Abdul Saul in Madison Square Garden. And when he signed with the Zone, I said, "Woo, the Zone! Oh shit! Come on, bro. Respect the grind. Respect the work. Hate me all you want, but it's one thing you can't do is disrespect my grind and my work. It's one thing you could do. You could hate me. You could call me a cap. But the world champions ain't calling me cap. Demetrius Andre ain't calling me cap. Canelo Alvarez ain't calling me cap. And their fan base at war. Jamel Charlo don't call me cap. Teo don't call me cap. Ryan don't call me cap. Henry Garcia don't call me cap. Sean Porter don't call me cap. Keith Thurman don't call me cap. Who you? Who you, brother? Luis Calazo don't call me cap. Victor Ortiz don't call me cap. Manny Pacquiao that say, hey, yo, I'm holding Manny Pacquiao's belt. Holding Manny Pacquiao's strap. He ain't calling me cap. John Riel Casimero don't call me cap. Nonito Donaire don't call me cap. Look out of here, bro. I don't care if all of y'all don't like me. I don't give a damn. Maybe my delivery is so much. Maybe it's the dilemma of not me being right or wrong, but it's how I say it. I'm not saying that you're wrong, Punch. It's just the way that he said. I just don't like Punch, man. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like the way he talk. I know that's what it is. Y'all don't like the way I talk because I talk with confidence. I talk with facts. Just respect the grind, bro. Respect the grind. I'm not here sitting on my ass. I'm not here trying to hustle the people like other channels. You say you have the desire. Bam, you don't have the desire to do it, but you have the desire to hate on people that's doing their thing. How about that? If you're doing your thing, I will support you. I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to agree with your content or your perspective or nothing like that. But if you're putting in the work, and then world-class fighters respect you. World-class trainers respect you. Shout out to Kevin Cunningham. Shout out to Lubin that let me in their gym. Shout out to Malik Montgomery, Makai Montgomery. Shout out to Henry La Bazooka Martinez, Elry. Come on, bro. If I wasn't real, they wouldn't be speaking to me. No, you said I was capping. You said I was capping. I ain't capping for nobody, bro. I ain't capping for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Now, may I flame somebody that you may want me to flame? May you be like, hey, yo, Punch Wrong, man, how keep the same energy on this fighter? Then good, challenge me on that. I'm cool with that. That's fair. If you be like, hey, yo, Punch, you're not flaming Teo like you flamed this one. You could challenge me on that. That's fair. That's fair. But don't say I'm capping. Just say that you don't keep the same energy on this fighter towards this fighter. And I'm cool with that. I could take that to the chin. Kings of the Commonwealth, my brother. Kings of the Commonwealth was good. Who's Teo fighting next? There's no opponent yet, but I'm gonna put it on the members on the member post. But right now, no, there was no opponent. But look, I love Boots Ennis, but his biggest fight was Sergey Lipinyan. Good fight, but we all know that he was coming from 140 pounds. But of course, he's a legitimate opponent that could test you, right? And a lot of these fighters do fight the guys that's coming up, you know, and that's a legitimate opponent. But I'm saying who's taking the most risks. I do like the fight with Custio Clayton. I thought it was going to be harder than that. You know what I'm saying? Custio Clayton, that's for Earl Spence and the amateurs and stuff like that, give him some great work. I thought that fight was going to be harder. So that right there really, really solidified that Boots Ennis is just not a great fighter. I've been saying that he's a special fighter, but of course now he's showing, and he's showing with his attributes. He's showing with his multifaceted skills. He's showing with his versatility. He's showing with his punching power, mixing in the punches, movement, that he is the goods, that he is a special. The eye test tells me that Boots Ennis is special. Yet, as he's taken the most risk as Teo, Bam, and Shakur. No. Virgil Ortiz. Love Virgil Ortiz. Love his ferocious. Love his left hook. I believe that Virgil Ortiz probably got the best left hook. He got that straight right hand. I think he got one of the best stiff jabs in the game. I think he mirrors Earl Spence. They came from the same school, came from the same from the same trainer. And I think that Virgil Ortiz is very, very good. I think he has a better resume than the guys of Conor Benn and Boots Ennis. But has he taken more risk than Teofimo Lopez, Bam Rodriguez, and Shakur Stevenson? I say no. Do I like Daniel Dubois? I love the way that he took his risk versus Joy Joyce. That's just one fight. But that was a risky fight. He's honorable mention with the risk. Daniel Dubois. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta keep that in mind. A young fighter as well. How old is Danny Dubois? 23, 24 years old. Has he taken more risk than Teofimo Lopez, Bam Rodriguez, Shakur Stevenson? No. Has David Benavidez taken more risk than he fought Darrell, but then that's it. You know what I'm saying? Lemieux, but way over the hill. Did he take more risk than Teofimo Lopez, Bam Rodriguez, and Shakur Stevenson? I say no. I say no. Conor Benn, I think, but RC3, I heard that is not pulled. That fight is still going on. Now he ain't ETO. That was a split decision win. And Edie, y'all want to say that he whooped Teo. Y'all want to say that Kambosos whooped Teo and beat his ass. Who was on the canvas in the 10th round? Look at his face. Look at Teo's face, and also look at Kambosos' face. That was a war. That was one of the fight of the year. Ain't nobody was beating nobody's ass. They was beating each other's ass. It was not one-sided, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Teo, y'all want. I know why people want to come at me when it comes to Teo, because y'all feel like, yeah, I'm a fan of Teo. Teo's my boy. I don't give a fuck. Teo's my boy. Yeah. And I'm gonna give Teo the benefit of the doubt, but I'm still going, but I'm still going to hold it. I'm still going to hold him accountable as well. Shit, I'm human. Yeah, well, you give the benefit of the doubt to the guys that you cool with. Psst, come on. I could say it, but I'm still going to hold them accountable. I still say, once you get inside that ring, there's no excuses. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? And I know what he was going through. I was in there. I was in the camp. I know exactly. I told Teo, why you really won't go inside the ring tomorrow? Like, yo, I got to Punch. I knew he was not supposed to go in the ring, but once you go inside the ring, all the excuses go away. That's it. Because you don't want to take it away from your opponent. Did I agree on the interview, on the post-fight interview? No. And I let my feelings be heard to the team. I didn't entertain it with y'all, but I let I let my voice be heard. And anybody that was out there in that lobby, outside that lobby, no, I let my voice be heard. Hi, hello, Mr. Moonshine, knocking boxes says into you. Díselo a la gente. Hi, hello, a esto hipócrita. I like Eddie Reynoso too, but I gotta hold him accountable. Why all these fighters, Frank Sanchez, Andy Ruiz, Luis Neri, Oscar Valdez is sparring with somebody else. I don't know. He probably left Eddie Reynoso as well. So guess what? I was praising Eddie Reynoso, but then I'm saying, but now we gotta hold him accountable. What is Eddie Reynoso is doing? And then there's multiple fighters that saying that Eddie Reynoso is training all the fighters like if he's training Canelo Alvarez. So I'm going to praise him as a trainer, but hold him accountable. What are you doing in training camp? Why Virgil Ortiz in San Antonio for 3 to 4 weeks? And if I was a trainer, I'm saying, yo, this young hungry lion, man, I'm going to work with this guy. Forget my vacation. I ain't the fighter. I'm not Canelo Alvarez. Let me go and check this kid out that is in the gym, and I want to have the opportunity to work with Virgil Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Eddie Reynoso probably been lacking on everybody else or been shortcutting his training, because a great trainer, he is a great trainer. He's trainer, one of the trainer of the year. Can't take that away from Eddie Reynoso. He built an all-time great, him and his dad. But there is some accountability that we got to say about Eddie Reynoso. Just like there's accountability of what people say about how Teofimo Lopez Sr. was the information he was giving his son versus Cambosa. But am I going to say fire Eddie Reynoso? Am I going to say fire Teofimo Lopez Sr.? I'm going to say fire these guys, because of one win and they build these guys from scratch. You think one loss? You think you deserve one loss? You telling me as a baby you build them up, being an Olympic, beat Lomachenko, beat Richard Comey and stuff like that, lose one fight, and now it's time for fire? Nah. Sorry, it ain't. That's the way it works. And Teo's still calling out for guys in the 140-pound division, right? Who's taking the most risk as the young fighter? Look, if Josh Taylor was in his 20s, I'll be saying that Josh Taylor have taken more risk as well. You know what I'm saying? HLD said Haney going to Australia is the weakest risk. Loma, Usyk, Taylor all been fighting top competition in other backyards. Facts. Fury as well. Fury beat Deontay Wilder here. I know Americans, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my Americans, but I know Americans love to say, oh my God, and he went abroad to take the belt. How the hell you think Manny Pacquiao built his career? Manny Pacquiao built his career here in America. He's not from America. He's 20 plus hours away in a plane from his home. You know what I'm saying? These guys ain't comfortable. George Cambosa came over here to Madison Square Garden, New York City, the birth of Teofimo Lopez, and took his strap. Ain't nobody was saying George Cambosa came all the way from the down under to take the strap of Teofimo Lopez. Wow. That was not even a narrative. That wasn't even a narrative. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people came over here to take their strap. A lot of people. Kell Brook came over here to take it from Sean Porter. And then Earl Spence had to go over there and take it from Kell Brook. Everybody do it in boxing. This is a world sport. I think people just got comfortable with the guys that Floyd Mayweather just stood in Las Vegas. And now the Americans want to, the UK people don't do that. The Australian people don't do that. They don't do that. They don't be like, oh my God, the American all the way left America and took the strap. That's the risk. What you talking about? That's the risk. Most of these fighters, most of these great fighters that fight in the amateurs, they go across. They go everywhere. Their tournaments, the Pan American game, all these tournaments, all these world tournaments. They've been traveling all their life. You know what I'm saying? This is not new. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko, where he get his belt from? Over here, not in Ukraine. Usyk, where he got his belt from? Not in Ukraine, in the UK. Oh, matter of fact, not in the UK. He took it in Saudi Arabia. Or I think it was Saudi. What was it? Saudi Arabia? I don't know. Everybody is doing that. This ain't, oh my God, Devin Haney, and oh my God, his father can't make it to the fight. Oh my God, his daddy. Come on, please, man. Please. His daddy ain't there. You know, these guys leave their. Hey, yo, the Jason Maloney and Andrew Maloney. Andrew Maloney came over here to fight Joshua Franco, and I believe that Andrew Maloney actually won that fight. They robbed him. They robbed him over here. But he came over here. You know that Jason Maloney and Andrew Maloney from Australia has stood here throughout the pandemic. With the pandemic, everything was shut, and left their wives to fight over here. Jason Maloney didn't see his kid learn how to walk. George Kambosos been staying in Miami as well through the pandemic as well. Left his family for almost a year. Come on, man. These guys are taking risks. It's one thing about Devin Haney. He a young guy. He don't got responsibility. But there's other fighters out there that's leaving their families, bro. They leave their families. They didn't see the birth of their kid. They didn't see when their kid is walking. There's a lot of fighters that's taking way more risks, bro. I'm not saying that he take a risk going to Australia, because it was a risk to go out there without your training, out your manager. But guess what? They showed up. And to be honest, this is just my theory. I could be wrong or right. You could call me a hater or not. I believe that Australia shit, that his father couldn't make it in Australia, and then in the 11th hour they gave him a visa. I think that was promotion. But I could be wrong. I just feel like it's kind of how you gonna get in the 11th hour in the nighttime? Government paperwork. Like they're gonna give you a visa, what, 7 o'clock in the evening or something like that? I don't know. When I'm thinking about it more, I'm like, they use this for promotion shit. That you get your visa in the 11th hour, and then there's a plane out there ready for you to go to Australia. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. When you go over here from New York to Europe, it only could be one flight. You miss that flight, you got to go the next day. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know, man. It feels kind of Rapstar boxing. That good looking now. High low, dime low. High low said the boxing facts, Lord. Díselo a la gente. High low, que esta gente no saben. Esta gente son del diablo. I'm not gonna say that only because there's a top 3 that I say top 3. That doesn't mean that David Benavidez is not doing his thing. I'm not going Virgil Ortiz. I love what Virgil Ortiz is doing. I love the way that he's performing. Conor Benn as well. I love what Conor Benn. I'm gonna tell you like this. Conor Benn also is taking a risk. He's taking probably more of a risk in terms of weight and all that. Not back-to-back risk, but he's taking a risk. He's taking a risk. He's taking a risk that I don't believe that no promoter would let any of their young fighters do what Conor Benn is doing right now. Forget about even young fighter. I don't even think that they would let the elites of elites do what Conor Benn is doing. Nah. That's not even that's daring to be great. That's like that's the downplay statement. Conor Benn is daring to be great, bro. Conor Benn is daring to be great. You don't play boxing, bro. What Conor Benn is doing is very highly dangerous. We all saw what happened to Amir Khan when he got knocked out by Canelo Alvarez. And we all saw what happened to Kell Brook, what happened to when he fought Triple G. Just think about it. Just think about that. If Kell Brook never would have fought Triple G, Kell Brook probably still would have been an elite fight. I think that fight with Errol Spence, if Kell Brook never would have fought Triple G, and the way that I saw that Kell Brook versus Errol Spence, good chance that Kell Brook would have won that fight because he did substantially well in that first half. The punch resistance wasn't there. He had to drain himself right back down to 147, and he couldn't spar because he had a surgically repaired eye. So there was limited sparring for Kell Brook, and he had to drain back down 2 weight classes up to fight a legit mandatory, an Olympian like a Errol Spence who had great momentum coming in and is promised to be one of the best of this era. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened. Canelo laid this man out. Look what happened to Kell Brook. Never was the same. But at least these guys accomplished enough to take that type of risk. Conor Ben is just starting out. His career, and I'm going to over exaggerate. His career may be over even before it starts. His career could be in danger. I understand that Chris Eubank Sr. think that his son is in danger because of the catch weight. But the guy that's taking the most risks is Conor Ben. And you got to commend that. And this is why this live is who is taking the risk. I believe, remember when I said that Teofimo Lopez, the captain of the generation, the commander-in-chief, is because I knew that he was taking the biggest risk in fighting Lomachenko when the industry of boxing was saying that he was stupid. Teofimo Lopez was fighting the industry. Teofimo Lopez was fighting his own promoter. And he got it to the point where, let's not forget, and this is when I know Teo wanted it. I remember when I said, yo, Teo, just take the fight, when they were trying to blowball him. To fight Lomachenko, they promised before the pandemic that he was going to get 3 million pay-per-view and Lomachenko was going to get close to 7 million. It was supposed to be a May 30th date, pay-per-view on Madison Square Garden. Right? Pandemic hit, whatever. Bob Arum didn't want this fight in the pandemic. Bob Arum was shaming Teofimo Lopez to a take it or leave it deal, or we're going to have Felix Verdejo take that fight with Lomachenko. He took a take it or leave it deal, got paid $1 million, and came home with $600,000. $600,000. That's the tax. Plus sanctioning fees and belt fees. And when you pay sanctioning fees and belt fees, guess what? You was paying for belt fees. So that $600,000, take 12% out of that. Take off 12% out of that as well. The biggest fight of his career, he took the risk and he took the low ball offer. He took the low ball offer. Is the reason why I give him credit for the Kambosos and the Triller deal. He needed to take the George Kambosos, but he was doing it for the money. But he was doing it for the money because he wasn't respected with the Lomachenko money. So he took that risk. And he didn't get a payday. The lowest payday. And Lomachenko got his $3 million guaranteed. Bam Rodriguez ain't need to fight Quadra. Bam Rodriguez did not need to fight Riverside. Bam Rodriguez wanted to fight them and push for those fights when his team felt like you might not be ready for it. His team is trying to hold Bam Rodriguez so back that Bam Rodriguez wants that win over Estrada and Chocolatito. And his team is saying, nah, come on, man. We got to go down to 112, man. You getting too risky for us. Bam Rodriguez is pushing his team. Bam Rodriguez, his team, they trying to save Bam Rodriguez. They're scared for this guy because this guy is crazy. He's willing to fight anybody. If it was up to Bam Rodriguez, he'll fight Inoue tomorrow. If it was to Bam Rodriguez, he will fight Naoya Inoue tomorrow. So, who else? Shakur Stevenson. Look at Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson, what he said, I want to become undisputed. What did Bob Arum say? Don't become undisputed. Man, nobody want to see those fights. It's like these guys are also are being held back publicly. Publicly, these guys are being held back. Publicly, these guys are being held back. Teofimo Lopez didn't want to fight Pedro. He was tight. I don't want to fight these guys, yo. Let me get Cepeda. That was the meeting. It was the Cepeda. Cepeda wanted to fight Josh Taylor. But they had a meeting with Rick, and then it became a Barbosa thing. I trust Bam. I trust Teo. I trust Shakur Stevenson that they're willing to fight anybody, anytime, any place, because they've shown me that. They've taken the risks. And everybody else, Either they're not prepared yet, their team hasn't given them the opportunity. I'm sure that a lot of these fighters, I'm sure that Boots Ennis want Errol Spence, Keith Thurman. I know that for a fact. But he hasn't fought them yet. I know for a fact that Virgil Ortiz wants Keith Thurman. I know that for a fact he wants Errol Spence. He wants Bud Crawford. But that's why I said up to date, who has taken the most risks? I'm sure that Ryan wants Gervonta Tank Davis. Am I sure that Gervonta Tank Davis wants Loma? I don't know, because he don't voice his opinion. He's let Floyd Mayweather speak for him, and Gervonta Tank Davis got a mouth, and I never hear Gervonta Tank Davis tell Floyd, yo, my man, let me get Ryan. Let me get Teo. I want Teo next. Let me get that. Come on, man. I'll scrap, my man. This is easy work. I beat these guys in sparring. Let me get them. I don't hear that energy from Gervonta Tank Davis. So I can't. And me, I like Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm a fan of Gervonta Tank Davis, but I can't fight for Gervonta Tank Davis because Gervonta Tank Davis don't fight. He's not letting fans like me, of his fans, know that he really wants these fights. He ain't pushing for it. And he lied to the public saying that he's a free agent. You know what I'm saying? Now he's lying to the public now. Now he's saying that he's a free agent. He's not made with the promotions, and he lied just to promote a fight that didn't need to be promoted. And then he told us, what about a rematch with Pitbull Cruz? And he said, hell no. So I'm sorry. He said, hell no to Pitbull Cruz. And then he said, let me get the rollie. I'm sorry. Nah, he does not want to take the risk right now. He's showing me that. You a WBA regular champion. You could get the Devin Haney. You could tell the WBA Gilberto, hey yo, let me get Devin Haney. You said that you're stripping the interim belt. You said the winner of Rolly, that was an interim. This is the tournament in the WBA. The interim will fight the regular champion. The winner will fight the super champion. And I don't hear that energy from Gervonta Tank Davis that he want to fight Devin Haney. I don't hear it. So he's not trying to take the risk. Not trying to take the risk. And I don't care what his team say. Shout out to the Rich Podcast. Y'all say a lot. Y'all pump it a lot. Y'all shout out to Calvin Ford. I love him as a trainer. I love what he's doing in the community of Baltimore. But y'all speak, but Gervonta Tank Davis does not speak. Floyd speak for him. Leonard speak for him. Y'all speak for him. The podcast speak for him, and his fans speak for him. When the hell does Gervonta Tank Davis grab his nuts, grab the mic, and say, hey, yo, I want Gervonta Tank Davis now. Give it to me now. Matter of fact, I get money. He said he makes 5 times more money than these guys. Give George Cambosa step aside money and let me get a crack at this shit. And let me be undisputed. I don't hear that from Gervonta Tank Davis. I don't hear that he wants Teo. I don't hear that he wants SHAKUR. I don't hear that he wants Ryan. I don't hear. Nah, it's 135, but you could go to 140 to fight Mario Barrios. And I'm thinking that Gervonta Tank Davis is the gutter. He from the hood. I thought he would be the guy that's going to be way more straight up out of all of these guys, because to be honest, these guys are homebodies. These guys been sheltered. Teo been sheltered. Ryan been sheltered. Devin been sheltered. These guys ain't street dudes. But these guys got more street in them than Gervonta Tank Davis. I thought he was going to be the dude. I thought he was going to be the OG. He acted like a freshman. These guys is acting like the seniors. They schooled in him. I got to be real. I'm a Gervonta Tank Davis fan as well. I said the legacy fight for Teo was Tank Davis, but I know that Gervonta Tank Davis don't want that. He don't want it. He don't want it. And if he don't want it, he don't say he want it. Did he? Do anybody here feel the energy of Gervonta Tank Davis that he wants these fights? Does anybody feel his energy? When it comes to talking money, he got the energy to tweet about money, man. I know you got money. You deserve your money. You fought 200 plus amateur bouts. Every y'all should be compensated. I'm all good for all the fighters to be compensated very, very well. I'm a fighters fan. I love fights, but I also love the fighters, and I understand the fighters. I rock with the fighters, not fight for the fighters, man. I fight for the fighters. This is a fighters channel. This is a fighters podcast. I'm always going to give the fighters the benefit of the doubt. I will give the fighter the benefit of the doubt more than the promoter, more than the network, more than the manager, and all of that. But Gervonta Tank Davis do not have the energy to risk. Lomachenko ain't had a fight before the Jamie Ortiz. When did Gervonta Tank Davis say as a free agent, let me go to Top Rank. Let me get this one-shot deal. Let me get that Lomachenko fight. Let's go pay-per-view. I'm not with Mayweather Promotions. And that was a lie. Man, that was a lie, bro. He faked all of us, man. We was happy. Yeah. We thought he was holding you back. And now all of a sudden, we know that Gervonta Tank Davis is holding himself back. I hope that December date out there in Atlanta is going to be Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm all right if it's Gervonta Tank Davis and Michel Rivera. Any other of these fights, if it's not Ryan Garcia or Michel Rivera, he ain't risking nothing. I got to just look at him as an attraction. I'm trying to prevent myself not to look at him as just an attraction because I believe that Gervonta Tank Davis is a special, is a once in a 30-year talent, in my opinion. That's how high I hold this skill set. He's going to be 28 years old, bro. And these guys that we're talking about already has risked it, and they're about to hit 25 years old. If it's moonshine, the boxing fact load. Tell them, hello. This is la gente. Dios te bendiga, mi hermano. High Low. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to High Low channel as well. Like, I want to see Gervonta Tank Davis talking, not tweet it. He said, Jose Garcia said, it ain't TAKERS, Florida, Ellaby. Nah, man, you a grown. No. Hey, yo, have you seen? Let me ask you a question, Jose Rodriguez. Let me ask you a question. Did you ever see Mike Tyson hit King, Don King? Did you ever see Mike Tyson? Man, get off me. Did you ever see Mike Tyson's son, Don King? Did you ever see Canelo Alvarez? You see Canelo Alvarez? He's voiced his displeasure with Oscar de la Hoya. We seen Ryan Garcia voice his displeasure with Oscar de la Hoya. Gervonta Tank Davis don't even want to stand up to Leonard Ellaby or Floyd Mayweather. He can't speak for himself. You telling me that he's a grown man? He can't talk. He's a grown-ass man with 2 kids. 28 years old. He can't speak for his own career. That most of his interview, they had to pamper him. You listen to Ellaby saying, yeah. Come on, man. Come on, bro. They're going to get you to fight, but talk like you want these fights. I don't know, man. I don't know. His camp talk a lot. And I know his camp feel the way we feel. I know Calvin Ford and all of these guys feel the way we feel. You know what I'm saying? This is my opinion. Again, shout out to the Rise podcast. Shout out to the Rise podcast. Shout out to Gervonta Tank Davis and his team. I feel that they won't say the ultimate truth on what they want. And I don't listen. I'm not having listened. I just feel like what I've listened thus far. I think they understand their position that Gervonta Tank Davis is not going to be here forever as a fighter. And they do not want to burn a bridge. So why fight the machine when you have a bunch of crop of kids in that gym so you could be in that position to help the up-and-coming fighters in Baltimore? So I'm not going to voice my opinion. Calvin Ford, I'm not going to say what I really want to say because I got to look after these young fighters so I won't burn a bridge when Mayweather and Heyman's in the PBC because these guys can help me with these other kids when Gervonta Tank Davis does leave. So he got to play. They got to play the role. They got to stand in line. That's how I feel. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Una beer para el borracho. And if Bam Rodriguez, how about Bam Rodriguez? Bam Rodriguez versus Nonito Donaire. If Bam Rodriguez next year, 2023, fights the winner, if he fights if he fights Nonito Donaire, or if he fights the winner of Chocolatito and Estrada, can you imagine if he does that? And he'll be what, 23 years old? How is Bam Rodriguez? I don't even think Bam Rodriguez is 23 years old yet. How old is Bam Rodriguez? Bam Rodriguez is 22 years old. Bam Rodriguez is 22 years of age, champion, because he put himself in position to take the risk. He's going to be performing this Saturday as well. So, of course, get that pay-per-view. 22 years old. At the age of 23, he could be fighting the winner of Estrada and Chocolatito or Nonito Donaire. Age 23, he could fight a legend. Age 23, he could fight a legend. Age 23, with Oscar de la Hoya, he fought Julio Cesar Chavez, a legend. Age 23, Canelo Alvarez, he's fought a legend. Mayweather, age 23, 23, Teofimo Lopez fought Lomachenko. It seems it's kind of magical with 23 years old. Shakur Stevenson, 23 years of age to become back-to-back champions. Devin Haney became undisputed 23 years of age, or what, 24 years, 24 or 23. Yep. Devin Haney. How old is Devin Haney? Devin Haney is 23 years old, became undisputed. Something special about that 23 years old, right? He didn't fight a legend, but he became undisputed. He did some legendary shit. So we got to give credit to Devin Haney as well. But that wasn't a risk like the others. Salvador Sanchez beat a lot of champions before the age of 23. Mike Tyson became an undisputed heavyweight champion before the age of 23. When he became undisputed, right? When he became undisputed, not that he won. When did Mike Tyson, at what age Mike Tyson became undisputed? Tyson. Was it 23 or 21? I think it was 20 when he first became 20 years old when he became undisputed. Oh Lord. Mike Tyson was 20 years, 4 months, and 22 days when he first became undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Damn. I thought he won his first title. He became undisputed at 20. Yikes. Well, Fred Benitez became a champion at the age of 17. David Benavidez became a champion at the age of 21, but I'm talking about legendary-ish. You know what I'm saying? Legendary fighters or Hall of Fame fighters. Lomachenko is going to be a Hall of Fame fighter right there. So Teofimo Lopez be a future Hall of Fame fighter. Shakur Stevenson back-to-back, hearing and Oscar Valdez, the best fighting the best. He took care of the best in the featherweight, in the super featherweight division. And beat a legend, Nonito Donaire. Bam Rodriguez has an opportunity to fight the winner of Estrada and Chocolatito or Nonito Donaire. You know what I'm saying? So gotta give a lot of credit to these guys at this age. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why Floyd Mayweather and Oscar de la Hoya and guys like the guys that we love, they did it at a young age. When did Roberto Duran beat I think it was 23 as well. Roberto Duran beat Sugar Ray Leonard at 23, I believe so. I think he was 23. Let's check. Roberto Duran beat. At what age? At what age was this? What? How old was Roberto Duran when he first beat? Um, let me see. Let's see. We got his age. Here's the age. How old was Roberto Duran when he beat Sugar Ray Leonard, y'all? How old was Roberto Duran when he beat Sugar Ray Leonard the first time? Or the only time? Let me see. 1980, he was born. Roberto Duran was born. You're on a Google war. Nah, he was older, right? Yeah, he was old. He was old. 31. I thought he was younger though. Yeah, I thought he was younger when he first fought. Man, Roberto Duran was fighting for a long time, bro. Yo, Roberto Duran was fighting for a long time, my friend. He was born. Sheesh. And look what I was telling about earlier. Hector Camacho, who he needed to retire. Hector Camacho needed to retire. Roberto Duran, he became a legend. A legend, that's what I mean. That's what I was saying at the beginning of the show. That legendary fighters had to be legend to become a legendary fighter. You 9 out of 10 times had to be a legendary fighter. To be the man, you got to beat the man. That's how you the man. But to be a legendary fighter or a cash cow, you will probably have to beat a cash cow. And in this time, in this era, these guys got to do themselves. 29 years old. I thought he was younger. My fault, Dirty Gloves. I thought he was younger. 29 years old, but he was a champion before, you know what I'm saying? He was a champion before, but he was taking a risk as well. He was taking a risk, jumping from 135 to 147. He was taking a risk and he did his thing. That's why Roberto Duran is respected. He was taking the risks. Hector Camacho is one of the most underrated fighters, and yeah, he is an underrated fighter. But that's what I was saying this is what I was saying early. You know what I'm saying? This is what I was saying in the beginning of the show, that you gotta, if you have the opportunity. See, Hector Camacho had the opportunity to fight Roberto Duran, retire Roberto Duran. Oscar De La Hoya had the opportunity for fighting Hector Camacho, Pernell Whitaker, Julio Cesar Chavez early in his career to propel the Golden Boy. The Golden Boy became the real Golden Boy when he beat Julio Cesar Chavez. You understand what I'm trying to say? That you need the opportunity. Floyd Mayweather got the opportunity to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya had the opportunity to fight these guys. Canelo Alvarez had the opportunity to fight these guys. You know what I'm saying? Not every era, every division, they have the luxury. They don't have the luxury to fight that legendary fighter. So if they beat them, they become like it's a shortcut. These fighters today can't take that shortcut. No, they don't have nobody to take the shortcut. So I tell y'all, man, you got to respect these fighters today. I know that people are frustrated with the industry, frustrated with the boxing. You know what I'm saying? These fighters don't fight enough. But you think that these fighters don't want to fight enough? The arena is booked. The arena is booked with other major sports, with even college basketball. Put it this way, bro. Put it this way. Think about this. This is how hard boxing is right now. Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos. What's it? Hold on, wait. Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos for November 27th. But guess who you know there was a college game also in the big gym though. In the court, in the big MSG room, there was 2 events. That's why it's hard. There's artists that's performing, that they got their residency in a lot of these big arenas. Boxing is not this thing that people be like, oh shit, we gotta boxing don't bring as much money as it used to be. So there's a lot of dates that's not available, a lot of arenas not available. I'm gonna tell you like this: Bud Crawford or Earl Spence, the wrinkle to the contract and stuff like that. They hold on. Maybe that could be. Maybe they need a pay-per-view fight. Maybe we'll see. Maybe. Ah. Hey yo, people mad because I put out a video. Ah, they mad, they mad. On October 15th, you got Deontay Wilder back in the ring. Robert Helenius. I did like the fight with the Big Bang and Philip Hergovich. It was cool. But look, that's just my opinion right now. And I said, look, those are the guys that's taking the most risk up to date. Up to date. That doesn't mean the you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be like this in several months. But also we got to see who TEOFIMO is going to be fighting in December. Let's see if Bam Rodriguez is going to be fighting early 2023. Let's see in December if they could get this fight with Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis. So we're going to see. I know they got a date. I know Golden Boy Promotions got a date in November. Maybe that could be for Ryan Garcia in November, or they're trying to get this deal in December for Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis. I know that PBC, Gervonta Tank Davis got a date in Atlanta. We'll see. We'll see. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know, man. Love y'all. God bless. On to the next. Tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all already know it's Punch Run Boxing. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. Also support your boy. www.punchrunboxing.net. That's the website. Forget about boxing scene. Go to punchrunboxing.net. You could get the Smelling Salt podcast, which is still Punch Run Boxing, on Spotify. Let me see if I got it right here so y'all can know, y'all can understand what I'm talking about right here, bro. Let me see. Yeah, get the website right now, man. Subscribe to the website, man, so y'all can get the emails, up and coming fights. You know what I'm saying? Fights that y'all might not even know, but I put the information in the website. So please subscribe to punchrunboxing.net. If you can, please go to the website right now, subscribe and stuff like that, so you can get emails of with new information. The Smelling Salt podcast as well. And I'm trying to lock down these interviews. It's 3 interviews. It's 3 fighters that I'm already in contact with. But of course, they're in training camp and their schedule was very, very hectic. But I can't wait to have I think it's going to be 3 interviews, bro. That is going to be fun, epic. And of course, man, it's gonna be good, man. I swear, man. I hope that these guys is available this week or probably Thursday or next week. Let me know what y'all think, man. Love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.